Hi everyone, this is Laura. Have you ever had this happen? You buy a bunch of beautiful notebooks, and every single one of them stops after just a few pages. You make a mistake and feel anxious. You skip a few days and feel like you've already failed. Eventually, the notebook gets pushed into a drawer and never opened again. I used to think it was a me problem until I realized something. The real issue is that the way we take notes just doesn't match how our brains work anymore. What's ADHD like in modern life? Today, almost everyone is dealing with the same attention struggle. We live in a world full of constant stimulation and fragmented information. Notifications, short form videos, message pop-ups, multitasking, all of it pulls our brains in different directions all day long. And the result? Shorter focus spans, easier distractions, mental overload, and difficulty getting started. This is what we call an ADHD-like state. Why regular notebooks fail so easily? We all know that paper notebook is a perfect tool that gives you a completely distraction-free space and helps your brain settle down. Even though paper is powerful, traditional notebooks still fail most ADHD-like users, usually for four very real reasons. First, make a mistake creates instant anxiety. One wrong line, one messy page, and suddenly you feel like the entire notebook is ruined, and that pressure builds fast. Second, you cannot remove outdated or irrelevant content. Old tasks, old notes, old ideas, they just sit there. And the more they pile up, the more it feels like the notebook doesn't match your life anymore. So you eventually stop using it. Third, things get messy really quickly. The topics mix together, pages get out of order, and you can't find what you are looking for. Once the notebook feels chaotic, it's hard to keep opening it. And finally, rigid formats and blank dates create guilt. If you feel behind on days pages or skip a few dates, the empty spaces feel like failure, and the more guilt you feel, the harder it becomes to return to the notebook at all. Why the MeePlus Slimpad works? Slimpad isn't a notebook that you have to fit yourself into. It's a flexible system that adjusts to your brain, especially an ADHD-like one. Here is how it solves every single problem above. First, mistakes are no longer a problem. With a Slimpad, every page can be removed. Make a mess? Pull it out. Don't like how it looks? Pull it out. Your notebook stays clean, pressure-free, and always usable. Second, outdated content never piles up. Finished tasks, irrelevant notes, old ideas, you can remove them anytime. Your system always stays fresh and aligned with your current life, not your old clutter. Third, you can reorganize everything whenever you want. Move pages around, group related topics, or even spread multiple pages out on your desk. You can bring down, reorganize, and archive. Even if your thoughts jump around, the notebook can always be brought back into order. And finally, there is no rigid templates, no fixed dates, and no guilt. You can switch inserts anytime, write however you want, and skip days without feeling like you are failed. Every page is a fresh start. No pressure, no punishment, just freedom. Actual advantages that make Slimpad even more ADHD-friendly. And on top of everything ever mentioned, there are a few actual features that make the Slimpad even more ADHD-friendly. First, it's genuinely easy to write in. The slim 11mm crossring gives you a smooth, uninterrupted writing surface, even on the left page. No bumps, no awkward angles, just comfortable writing every time. Second, it's lightweight and super portable. The compact 11mm ring keeps the whole notebook thin and easy to carry. For ADHD users, that's huge, because you can capture ideas the moment they appear before they slip away. Third, it lines completely flat. You can keep it beside you all day, ready whenever you are. No flipping pages, no looking for the right spot. Just pick up your pen and write. For an easily distracted brain, that instant access makes a big difference. Fourth, the leather develops a beautifully patina over time. The Italian vegetable tanned leather becomes more unique and personal as you use it. The natural change keeps the notebook interesting and makes you want to reach for it more often. Finally, you can refresh and customize your setup anytime. MeePlus offers a huge range of accessories like dividers, pen loops, card holders, and other accessories. By swapping inserts and accessories, you can rebuild your Slimpad into a system that feels uniquely yours, while keeping it fresh and motivating. For ADHD users, that sense of variety and personalization keeps you stay engaged and focused with a setup that evolves with you. The Slimpad isn't just a notebook, it's a flexible attention support system for modern brains. It turns note-taking into something easy, not something you have to push yourself into maintain. That's why, for many ADHD-like users, the MeePlus Slimpad is the notebook they actually stick with. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.